The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cody Core, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott on the left side. It's McDonald. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Go! 60 outlaw! Get it!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ready,
The
ready.
last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Matchbox light.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
18 Gator. Put one of those.
First down.
They go play action here on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
The first down pass.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go. Complete to Cody Ford. A gain of 16 yards. And the Patriots first down.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Hey, we got 4.
Yes.
Mine's 50, mine's 50.
Don't get nervous. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Go. 58 to Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Look at me, zipper!
No, check that. We're like 52 right here.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, Me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe a play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line.
Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, watch this, watch this. Watch the safety creep.
47.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Joker. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
17-yard line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again with Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The throw caught by Core. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check that. We're on line 52 right here. What we got?
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned